Jim, which one do you rather have? Clean windshield, dirty windshield?
As long as I don't go through it, that's the kind of windshield I like.
It looks slow. It looks way slow. It looks like he's gonna go for it.
Big. Where do we start? Okay, so like a month ago when we were talking about the Montana thing, Trav said he had the jump from Gymkhana, and he said specifically, like verbatim, it was a big tabletop, like a rolled tabletop, which basically means there's a nice center and you can hop it 10 feet, you can send it 100 feet. And I thought that's something I totally would be down for. And then Comover got here first and he called me on the phone when I was still in Tennessee. He's like, man, this thing's not a tabletop. He's like, this jump is huge. And at first I thought they were messing with me until I saw this thing in person. And this, like, if you, like, Jim York's like 6 foot and he just looks like an infant on that. And this is beautiful country. But if you scroll around, you can tell there's not a hospital that close. Of course, we're gonna have safety people out here for all you viewers at home that are worried about something like that. We got ambulances and everybody on standby. And you guys are gonna have to cut and edit this because I'm rambling. Probably because I'm nervous. Not gonna lie, I almost peed a little bit when I pulled up here.
No, I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie either.
So this is the Gymkhana jump, the one over the boat. So I was thinking it was gonna be perfect for a limo. Let's just get a measurement on about how far we're going.
Keep saying 130 feet.
I think that's inaccurate.
It's kind of my thought, but
let's say sweet spot is 130. 130. 130, 135 is the sweet spot. 99 is not dead. 97 feet, not well. the beauty of this, all right, is we're coming out here. Now, I convinced Comover and Josh and everyone, I'm like, oh, it's a nice round tabletop. We're gonna go out, we're gonna pick your favorite car that you can find, like at an auction or just around, and we're gonna see which one flies the best. And it's a nice round tabletop. So we just pulled up. They realized that this is the Gymkhana gap jump, the one over the boat. What I'm not telling them is that they're not gonna be jumping this jump. I just wanna see my friends in agony all day thinking about jumping this. The real plan is exactly what we told them. There's a huge hill on the backside, and we're gonna see how far we can air these cars. I really wanna see which old junker cars hold up the best, which ones are the best buys for our field car races. But Jim York found Mikey's old limo. Thing's absolutely insane. It runs. They picked us up from the airport with it. This is the best airport pickup I've ever had. You got horns on the front. And when Jim saw it, he started smiling. He's like, I'm jumping the gap. If Jim York can jump the Gymkhana jump with the long horns in the front in that limo, this will be the most epic picture of all time. So I gotta say, with aerodynamics and downforce, the projectile calculator for bullets is way off on speed addition at the distance. But with the limo that he's jumping and your piles of crap that don't have any downforce, the projectile app should be pretty accurate. A bullet and a car weigh approximately the same thing.
I'm pretty sure a bullet does not weigh as much as a car does.
Should fly about the same.
A lot of math that didn't make any sense.
Hey, so that whole tabletop talk, you do recall that, right? We had the big meeting, the synopsis you guys are talking about talking about this and Alaska and everything else, and you did mention the fact that this was a tabletop.
Did that nice round jump?
Did the middle of it just wash away? Because that's why I got on an airplane here, and then Steve told me it wasn't a tabletop, and I thought he was messing with me. This is the biggest jump that I've ever physically seen in person. You don't build stuff like this at your house. Is that why you did it out here?
No, because we can't get around the room. We don't have room through the trees. In the Gymkhana car with a lot of downforce, it was literally 69 miles an hour. So it's 15-degree takeoff.
You're talking about the air slayer? So you had the air slayer here and jumped this jump in that air slayer before you guys filmed it?
Yes. So we actually gotta go a little slower. And
it landed fine?
Yeah.
Was it a tabletop when you did it first time?
$800,000 car. It's gonna land fine no matter what you land it on. You're gonna have to, so like you're on the freeway, right?
That's exactly what I thought when I was driving to the airport. I was doing 70. I'm like, okay, just pretend like there's a jump, and I was in my Toyota Tacoma.
So honestly, this is easier in a stock car than it is in the air slayer. The air slayer, from the bottom of that jump to the top of that jump, I can literally go 30 miles an hour. With the vehicles you're jumping, if you pin it at the bottom, you might be a half mile an hour faster at the top.
Okay.
So like, as long as you're at 70 here, you can't really mess it up because the vehicles don't accelerate fast enough to mess up.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a 60-foot landing area. So you have 30 feet one way or the other. Okay. Does that make sense? Ish.
Oh, it's good looking jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to act like I'm not scared, but I'm scared as shit.
So I'm just deciding where to put this jump. So we've been messing with these guys, telling them they had to jump the big jump, but really what this is exactly what we had said.
Because you told me that we're just now getting through this because we're filming it, but we don't have to jump the jump. Did you tell Steve that yet?
No, it's kind of
shouldn't.
fun. I know, that's great. You're such a bad friend. I'm
Dude,
worse.
No, jeez.
All right, so the whole point of this.
Just give me a second. So apparently, the whole thing that I just went over, and I look like a total on. So we don't have to do that. You don't have to. We don't have to.
I wouldn't recommend it. We don't. Like I said, the local hospital's a long way away. Everything's like, look, I'm not here to kill you.
You're an asshole. I know, but I
then
thought,
some.
hey, look, there's only a few of us are going to Montana. I got to step up. Like I know the little thing we did with the dirt bike ramp at your dad's house. Like I had no business being on it, but nobody else wanted to do it. Somebody had to step up, and then we go to this. All right. Well, I'm gonna call my mom real quick. Let her know that I will be back home.
No, you still got. This is gonna be a big jump. You haven't seen the takeoff yet. We're gonna build a takeoff here.
All right.
If you're going 80, 90 miles an hour and it hits and a tire folds or something or whatever, and it starts rolling, that is actually scarier for me to do this than to come up short. Because to come up short on that jump means you're going 65 miles an hour. At 65 miles an hour, it's a bad head-on. Like, it sucks. But here, you could tumble and roll all the way down that mountain. So I'm just putting things in perspective.
Yeah.
That one looks scarier.
Yeah.
Definitely has like an impact.
Yeah.
This one, you're gonna be going for the record.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know in theory it's safer, but there's perceived risk and risk.
He's like, actually, I know you felt good for just a second, but this is way more dangerous. See how you were so happy about you weren't gonna get hurt? Now you're really gonna get hurt. I really just don't know what to say right now.
What are you marking?
I'm really just kicking dirt right now. I know you're looking for like the quality gold comment right now, but like he brings you up and then he puts you down. He brings you up, puts you down. And believe it or not, I know you won't believe this. We are not professional stuntmen at all. At all.
I might look like it, but
yeah, no, I work on cars. I don't even know what you do for a living. I'm just gonna continue with this line if we need it.
I just new nervous tick.
So everywhere there's a bush, it has like erosion around the bush. So there's kind of like jumps, which will be fun at like 80 in a beater. You ever seen like Paul Schaefer and Barefoot back in their, early 90s on Monster Jam? All the other trucks were really good and they'd land, and Paul would bounce twice as far after he hit. And I think that's what's gonna happen with us today.
I didn't hear any of that.
I just try to block it out every time he starts talking.
Yeah.
I feel like we should just go double check the cars, make sure the wheels are tight, they got gas in them. I know the guys gave me once over.
I think you should just stop thinking so much.
That's true.
You're making me nervous just for how much you're
honestly,
thinking.
you are.
I looked up the crash ratings.
Why would you do that?
Best
Very
one's
good.
3 stars.
The whole thinking thing, you gotta get over that.
Yeah, I know.
It's probably perfect, but
No, it's
my balls shrunk, so let's go just a little smaller.
I mean,
what?
Nothing.
What did you just say?
I said my
What
balls.
did you just say?
My balls shrunk, dude. Look, I mean, okay. So I was so it's exactly what I asked for. It's the napkin drawing to a T. I said, look.
You wanted it waist.
So I said waist high. So now we're eye height. So the high side, waist high from there. No, it makes sense. But the dirt was pulled from here. So it's like waist high, except double overhead. This was supposed to be the easy side. This was supposed to be the setup to build these guys up to make them feel good about jumping the big jump. I'm actually would rather just hit the big jump, to be perfectly honest with you. It's kind of a path
There's a good bump.
on the left side here.
Yeah.
You're kind of gonna flip over on the impact.
Yeah. Kinda gonna or gonna?
No, like
So kinda gonna.
You're gonna hit. If you hit just wrong, it's gonna bounce up like monster truck style, and you can probably ride out of it. But
Right,
that would be
chance
cool.
you don't.
That's almost ideal, though.
It is ideal if you do it. I agree.
If it happens to you, that's gonna be awesome.
This sounded like such a better idea on my napkin. But to be fair, if it's not like scary, we probably won't use the footage anyway. It's like Knoxville. He goes, a bull's a win-win. Let's get a bull. I was like, a bull is not a win-win. If you get hit by the bull, you get hit by a bull, and if you don't get hit by the bull, we don't use the footage. He's like, yeah, win-win. Just get hit by the bull. No, then you get hit by a bull. I feel like that's what we just did to ourselves here.
that went.
Holy shit.
No, that went fine.
Oh.
That went fine.
Yeah,
I
that
really
was
want to know what speed he was at. I really want to know what speed he was at because that was the bare minimum.
Dude,
That was the bare minimum. He didn't go up at all.
left corner.
Like yeah, you kind of.
How fast was that?
How fast was that? Makes sense. All right. Yeah, you landed at the knuckle. I figured I wouldn't die at 50 and you hit exactly how I expected it to.
That looked like it hurt.
That was fine. I just wish I would have been less of a sissy.
Oh shit, too much.
How'd we do?
We went almost 200 feet.
Cause it felt awesome.
I honestly thought you died. You can't do that without a roll cage.
Ah, you
We're
can.
done.
Oh my god. This is awesome.
I haven't felt like such a sissy. That was aggressive. Or that someone has done something so dumb in quite some time. Since
No
at
run
least
up.
yesterday.
It hit so hard, it even bent the roof. This thing folded up. You look at the door frame here, shoved it up. Thank goodness this frame bent up so much when he hit, took a lot of that impact there. But that is just incredible. Went through all that, hit the bottom of the hill and drove it all the way back up here. That says a lot for this vehicle, but Jimmy York's the man. That's all I can say.
I'm scared of Squint. I'm squinting a lot lately. You know how fast 70 feels on a gravel road, and I gave that thing all I had, and it got up to like 42. So I'm gonna have to catch a loop, come back in, hold it wide open. Trav, what are you supposed to do with your arms when you're rolling? Is it this?
That's perfect. That was perfect.
Oh, on his knees. Yeah, that one gave him a lick. Yeah, you can see the whole front end of the car's bent up. He's just pointing to the sky thinking he's still alive.
Oh, that one hurt.
You nailed it.
I'm blowing that up in the house. That's the shot I wanted. I'm sorry. I needed to get that picture. This is Josh. This is your first car jump. You did it until the car folded itself.
Yeah, that's what we do here, Trav.
That's amazing. So I'm so proud of you, man. I really am.
Thanks. Now I don't have to do anything else, and I don't have to jump the big jump.
You ragdolled. You're like, oh Jesus, take the wheel.
And I stiffened up hard. I was even trying to think, all right, just like, you know, brace for it. There's no bracing for that. It just rocks your shit, no matter what you do.
So right here we got the Gymkhana jump. Jim York wants to jump the Gymkhana jump with a stretch limo.
I'm excited. I don't know. I think it's going to be fun, but if it's not fun, it's going to be really not fun because that is a mountain that you're going into. I did that in a minivan at Hubert's, and that was maybe 30 miles an hour, and that was a concussion. This is double that speed and probably triple the distance and height with the jump. So if it goes bad, it's gonna go real bad. We probably should test it with something that's not the limo first. And as soon as we do that, I'll feel a little more confident. The limo, I looked it up, it has like 189 horsepower stock, and it's probably 4 tons. It's a stretch limo, so that doesn't really help with what we got going on. But if we can get the speed, this is the longest run-in I have ever had. So we have that working for us. And speed is, I think it's just hold it wide open, even through the air, and don't lift till we see Jesus.
So the gap jump in Utah,
Yeah.
that all of the top drivers in the world freak out with their suspension, the roll cage, and everything.
Yeah.
This is like 15 feet further than that.
Okay.
So it's like the same. And you're doing it in a limo with no roll cage or safety harness or suspension. And
Are you listing problems or advantages?
advantages. Oh, and less downforce. So it should fly like a brick.
The speed that you're gonna have to hit this thing.
I don't know yet. We're gonna test on the dirt bike. I know as the lip was set, it was 69 miles an hour.
Oh my God. Holy no, we don't need landing. Or boots. I think I just pooped my spine out my butthole. How modified is this bike? Why can I feel my spine through my butthole? All questions. You went to the bottom. Yeah, well, you know, these New Balances, man, they really have that good support that I was looking for.
There's not enough money in the world to make me do that on a motorcycle. And he's like, yeah, I'll just throw on some flip-flops and send it.
I know, and then we're gonna go try it in a limo, which seems safer somehow. I think we can get 63, so that's promising.
This is the longest wheelbase vehicle we've ever jumped. I say we loosely. Everything should go well. The takeoff's really long. It's really flat. It should work, but we really have nothing to base it against.
Come on, baby. Come on. I need all your speed. Let's go fast. Let's fly fair. And land to see another day, boys. All right. There goes no. It doesn't seem like it's going to get to the speed.
No, it doesn't look fast enough.
It looks slow. It looks way slow. It looks like he's going to go for it.
Yeah! Oh, fantastic! How much for a test run? All she had, man! That was all she had! We don't get to do it again! I wanted more, but dude, it was 10! And I'm like, it's 60, it's 60.
We're like, he's not gonna...
man, it was seriously all that thing had, and then it downshifted right before I went. I'm like, not good.
You did great.
I know. Like
you didn't die. Like, hey, look, it'll live forever. All right, so that was scary. We're all like, it's not fast enough. It's not. He's going anyway. It was perfect. I mean, it was, like you said, it was all it had. So you know, no point in taking another run up. I mean, the world record is 110. Pull tight. I mean, Jim, technically, no, because the tire hit right over here. That's the straighter anyway. Is that tight? 110 feet, 3 inches. You can't make this up. This is not a joke. Here, look. So this is, I mean, this is as tight as we can get this. It's dead straight. This is 110, that's what the world record was marked at. This is where the first pebble that he hit. So I'm gonna give it to him by 2.5. You made it by 2.5 inches. This is no BS, this is no for camera. I mean, you're right where you're on the takeoff. That's pulled tight. This is 110 feet and 2.5 inches.
I got it by 2.5 inches. I can't tell that to the ladies. That looks good at the bar, man.
Look, I want to say this was fantastic and this jump was amazing, but I think the most amazing part of this entire day, I just noticed you have your blood type, your mom's name, and her number on your...
We're going to have to blur that out, but...
Yeah, in case. I mean, I don't do this a whole lot, but, you know, just in case, you always want to have your contact info there. Call my dad, he's not going to pick up. I'm not really sure who else. It's like...
I mean,
all right.
Uber?
You want to call Hubert. That's your game plan if you need help and it's an emergency.
Shut up, Josh.
Here, you want to see something funny?
You're gonna call him right now. He's gonna
No,
say,
no, no,
"What
no.
do you want?"
No, oh, I know. So, I have one emergency contact in my phone.
Stop. Seriously?
My emergency contact in my phone.
That's amazing.
Son, I love thrills like a middle school crush. If I can't die, there ain't no adrenaline rush. Watch me fly by through the sky on my dirt bike, reppin' 199, cause I'm coming in clutch. Seem like 99, I've been here, couple big nuts. Seem like since then, every year, couple big cups, couple big breaks, couple falls, couple big cuts, couple black feather in me, you could get yup. Yeah, I should've wanna try me. Ask me what's my sign, told him 199. Want me hook up to a Ivy, want me going out my mind, told him 199. Yeah, I should've wanna try me. Ask me what's my sign.
Biggity, 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 biggity.